Hi, so we are in the lockdown 2.0. So I decided to show you a recipe, I think the easiest mutton recipe on earth, possibly. So I'm going to decide to show you this because it doesn't require any onion, it doesn't require any other vegetables, and it's the most easy to make with hardly any ingredients. We're going to use mutton, which is bone piece. Again, I decided to make this particular recipe during this time because mutton, these days we are not getting those little tender mutton, 6 kg, 7 kg mutton. We're getting slightly bigger goat meat. So I decided, but this particular recipe demands the animal to be slightly bigger because the longer you take to cook this, the more tastier this dish becomes, right? So I washed it in clean water, then I washed it by adding some salt, then I've again washed it by adding some haldi. I'm taking some extra precautions just to make sure that it's nicely cleaned. Then I'm using mirchi, whole red mirchi. So there are loads of red mirchi. This dish is called jangli mas. It's supposed to be very spicy. So, but it is more like a thick achar. So you don't even have to have it like a gravy. You just have to consume small quantity. So again, a great recipe that doesn't get spoiled very easy. It stays in your fridge for good 15 to 20 days if you don't reheat it all the time. And because it doesn't have anything, it's only a mirchi and oil. So this is another great recipe to cook so that you can cook in larger quantity and then consume little bit every other day, so you don't miss your mutton so much. So you give justice to your 1 kg or 1.5 kg of mutton. I'm using matanya mirchi. I'm sure you don't have this, but you can use any other sada mirchi for this. Don't use Kashmiri mirchi. These mirchi looks like Kashmiri, but they are not Kashmiri. They're matanya from Jodhpur, which is traditionally used to make jangli mas and lal mas. But you can use your normal whole red chili that we get in the market. So here, we'll be using kachigani, which is mustard oil. We'll be using some ghee later on, and we'll be using some pepper. And would you believe that's it? We don't need anything else. All that we have done is we have shifted. We have taken few of these red chili. Here you can see there'll be about 25-30, and if you see here, we have taken few and soaked it in warm water, which we will again make into a fine paste and use it later. So we have smoked the mustard oil. To this we add some 2 tablespoons of pepper. To this we add all the red chili. Now here's the part. Even though this is the easiest recipe, this is the only place where you can go wrong. You have to make sure this chili doesn't burn. It can't go black from here. It is very important, very essential to understand this, that if this goes black, the entire taste of the gravy will change. So I can see it takes about 10 seconds for the flavors to be released from the red chili, and here, so I can see they already released. So to this I add we're not adding salt to the mutton. We only added pepper, chili and mutton to smoked mustard oil. Here, once it's nicely mixed, what we do is cover the lid. So So I use a vessel like this. You can put like another tapela on top that covers the mouth of your vessel, and so that you can put water on top. Here I'm going to use water. You can use tap water, but I tend to use drinking water because we have to change this water every time it boils. And in the process of removing the bartan and putting it back, I don't want the tap water to get into my meat. If few drops of your fresh water or your drinking water goes into the meat, it's okay, but tap water shouldn't go, so I avoid doing that. So the idea of cooking this process, the ingredients are done. We are done with the ingredients. We just have to add a little bit of chili paste and salt and ghee here and there. We are done. Now all that we have to do is to make sure that every time this water boils, we have to remove this bartan, throw the warm water, put back cold water and put it on top. This process of cooking is essential and is the most traditional. There are many ways, many different ways of cooking jangli mas. I have seen jangli mas recipe in Abu where they put dhania, whole dhania, they put valyari. They say that's how their royalties have taught them. I have even in Udaipur, in the Mewar district, I have seen many restaurants adding the whole dhania to the mirchi, and they also add a little bit of garlic, which is again they say it's their royalty have taught them like this. But I personally feel that traditionally, because what the story says is that the Maharajas used to go in the jungle and do the shikar, and because they were pathetic at cooking and they did not have the ingredients inside the jungle, they just used to make it like this with the help of only red chili, which was readily available, and red chili is more readily available towards Jodhpur. So I think that I'm gonna stay with the Jodhpur Jaipur recipe, where they say is only red chili and mustard oil with little bit of ghee, and that's it. But their red chili that comes from Jodhpur, the one that I am using, is Mathania. This is a beautiful red chili, very different. I'll order for you guys next time when I order for myself. But yeah, it's available, and in fact we ordered from Amazon, right? We ordered from Amazon and it had Mathania red chili on their list, and we ordered for a big 5 kg box, and then we gave it a little bit to friends and family. Yeah, so here's the deal. So we have to make sure that this keeps boiling. I learned this recipe from my friend Digvijay's sixth sister Ambika Kumari. She's the Maharani of Devgarh Baria, and we had it at our home for the first time when 2002, 2001 maybe. Yeah, and since then she taught us her way of doing it. I'm sure because she's married into the Dev Baria family, she would have got the Jaipur recipe, which comes from the Gayatri Devi family. So I feel that this might be the most authentic recipe. Anyways, this has the least ingredient, so the chances of it being the most authentic is very high. So we just do that. We keep changing the water every time it boils. We keep removing the water, replacing it with cold water. Every time you take the lid off and change water, just stir the mutton, and you have to repeat this process at least for 8 to 10 times. So this is how the water, you can see, started to boil. You can see the steam coming out. This is when we have to change this water from hot. We have to remove this water. We have to throw this water and replace it with cold water. So we'll remove this now. carefully. Do this process very carefully. Wear your the mittens, right? You can wear your mittens and you can see how the mutton has also released a lot of water. So we will not add the salt. Every time you open the cover, just give it a nice stir, keep the cover back, and then again put cold water on top. This is our second time. We'll repeat this process 8 to 10 times till the mutton is cooked. Meanwhile, we have also made a paste, nice red color paste of the Mathania mirch that we had. If your mirch is not giving out such beautiful color, while you are grinding your soaked mirchi, just add a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder on this. So this is the color component of the dish. Also adds a lot of spice to the dish, but if this dish eventually comes out nice dark red in color, it's much more appealing to eat and it more looks like an authentic jungli mas. So it's been about 45 minutes. We are removing the lid with the water. So you can see the mutton has already started to take color of the mirch. The flavors are all there, nice. So at this stage, what we do is we add the mirch. Only half of it, okay? After 5 times changing water, I'll add half of the paste that I have made, and just towards the end, the second last time, the 8th or the 9th time, I'll add the rest. I want the colors to remain fresh. If I find that the spice is already there, enough for as much as I want, then I may not even add the last paste. So add your paste slowly. So here mixed it well. So again to this I add a little bit of ghee. Remember, we have not put any ghee until now. Still no salt. We'll again put the water on top. So this is the 6th time the water is going in. There you go. So we've changed the water about 8 times. In total of about 1 hour. So you see, if you bring the camera closer, you see how the color is turning nice and red. So right now I feel that the mutton is almost cooked. So what I'm going to do now is add salt. Mutton is about 80% cooked, I would say. And this is the time. I have not added any salt as yet, so I'm going to add salt and a little bit more ghee. Ghee nicely balances, rounds the sharpness of the chili. I'll just give it a nice mix. So now I don't require the lid to be on top. Now I'll slowly let it simmer. I'll just taste. Let me see if it's hot enough. Yeah, I'm not going to use the paste anymore. It's nice and hot. Yeah, so I'm going to let this cook. Just put a lid on top and just cook it for another 15 minutes and it'll be done. Then we can plate it up and show it to you.